Hi guys, I was just thinking about the justice system in this country. I don't know fuck what it was or what, but the last time I was in court, I didn't know what was going on or what was fucking happening or nothing. I don't think that most of the people in this country know how the system is run, or like more or less they're fucking, you know, a law unto themselves, basically. They talk among themselves that we don't fucking understand it. What we don't. I don't understand it anyway. I don't know about anyone else, but I don't understand it, and the way they go on, and the way, like, most of the time you're there, what, who, you know, you're just relying on the solicitor, to tell you, oh, it's adjourned, oh, fuck me, or something, you have another day out in court, or some fucking bullshit like this here. And the reason why we don't understand it, and the reason why it doesn't work, is because it's an English enforced justice system on us by the fucking English. The typical. Years ago when I was small, I used to watch a detective program, and it showed the fucking judge in the dock with the wig on him and the black robes, and what is it today? Black robes and wigs and all. That's all English. It's nothing related to do with Irish. Not a fucking thing about it. There's not a fucking iota about Irish, about any of it. All English. That's why we don't understand it, and it doesn't work, and never will work. Rule with an iron fist. I don't know whether anybody heard of the Brehon laws. The Brehon law is an Irish law that we had years ago, guys, in the 1600s and that, and probably well before that as well. About Brehon laws made by the people, run by the people. And these laws were, like, everybody, like, I'll just quote this for you. I'll read this bit here for you. The Brehon law was Sir John Davis, no friend of the Irish, this boy, right, was at the downfall or the dismantling of the Brehon laws in this country. Didn't like the Irish, didn't like the laws, didn't like anything about us, right? But yet he turned round and he said, no nation of people under the sun are better lovers of justice than the Irish people. That's what he said. And he was no friend of us, and he was no friend of the laws or nothing. And he was at the abolishment of the Brehon laws in this country, which were fabulous. I didn't look into them too much. I only read a small bit about the Brehon laws, guys. But I think they were way ahead, advanced in compared to English law, way advanced. And there again, the English, you see, couldn't understand our ways. We didn't want them to understand our fucking ways, because we had our own ways of going on. They had their ways of going on. But then again, what did they want to do? Rule with an iron fist again, which snatched the fucking Irish language off us, and snatched our laws off us, our cultures, our fucking whole lot. Damnable. But what happened was he was put out there to destroy the laws, and that's how we came to have this justice system here now, this English run justice system, that nobody understands, and nobody wants to understand it, and that doesn't work for anybody, only them. That's the unfortunate bit about it, guys. But the Breton laws were fantastic. The wee bit I read about them was like the people themselves made up the laws, and they would held the law themselves, and by him saying that, what he was meaning was that, if a certain person was done bad by, or wronged, uh, he wanted to see justice as the other person did, because he knew that if he was brought to court, or not to court, but if he was put under the justice system in Ireland at the time, he knew that a certain stage would come, maybe, he had the backing of the of the justice system in Ireland. And he knew this, like he knew he could rely on that he would get justice, he would get honesty and truth in the thing. And that's why they were so keen, they didn't mind the law. The law stood for them as long as everybody else. And that's why it worked, you see. And it worked very fucking well. But isn't it hard to believe, guys, like you're going back them years, like, and they had a system in place that was so simple, but yet so effective and worked so fucking well, And nowadays, in modern times, this is supposed to be modern times, like, but I can't see too much modern about it. A phone, and that's it, Once everybody has the phone, that's it. They don't give a fuck after that. It's. I suppose we have come a long way in that, in modernising things, but you see, there's ups and downs to the phones and all the rest of it. Like it's with that TikTok, that's a Chinese, or I think it is a Chinese app, isn't it? That TikTok or whatever. But years and years ago, the Chinese found out and discovered that TikTok is bad, and then it come out with that, it put out there that if kids is on TikTok or whatever, that if you're under 14 years of age, you're not allowed any more than what am I talking about? 40 minutes a day on TikTok. It said if you're under 14, don't, because it could do, the kids mightn't develop too well, mentally, being on TikTok. So that's what they said. They discovered this, and they haven't got TikTok. It's another thing I think they have. I'm not sure what it is, but like the technology now is coming out. Japan is actually working on a chip to implant in your brain. I don't think it's too far away. They can implant it in your brain, and they can understand your thoughts or read out your thoughts on a fucking piece of paper, Now this is the technology, guys, and I don't know whether we are actually supposed to live like fucking this, A certain amount of technology is good, but and a certain amount of hardship is good as well. But the unfortunate bit about it, as far as I can see, nobody's suffering much hardship in it. There is hardship in Ireland with homeless people and stuff like that there, but 90% of the people there are never suffered hardship or anything, in this country. But maybe years ago, like, but not in modern times now. But are we really meant to be living like this, guys, or this? I don't think we are somehow, that we're advancing too fucking quick, and I don't know, that's just my fucking uptake on the things, guys. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And thanks for watching. Peace out.